Oh, I think our church is growing because when you get kids on a Wednesday night, you eventually get the parents on Sunday morning. And we are just running, our class runs about 50 people. And we have to meet in the gym because there's not a classroom big enough for us. And we've split off, we've got about 10 classrooms now for adults only. And it's just, we're bursting.
One of the reasons it's so important to get this new building and new facility is the growth. I teach 2nd and 3rd grade mission group, and we're crowded, we're crammed, we need space, the kids need room, and there's no room for more opportunities without that space and that capability.
Well, they say hindsight is 20/20. So if we take a moment and look back at our 107-year history as a congregation, we recognize that God has moved in a mighty way for over a century at First Church of God. We recognize that what we have today rests also on the shoulders of some incredibly visionary people who have continued to look forward and move with God's Spirit. We recognize too that in recent years, we've seen our church continue to nearly double in size since we initially purchased acreage on the east edge of town. We've seen new families, single moms ministered to, recovering addicts receive Christ and find an accepting church community. God is doing amazing things. And so we don't just look back, but we continue to look forward. And today, we want to give you an incredible vision to help you see ahead, to see with clarity, to see where we could be in 2020. Take a look at this incredible vision that God has placed on our heart and continues to help us see more clearly.
Our new church campus will be located just east of town on the south side of Highway 20. Modern design features will create a great visual presence to the community for those who pass by each day. There will be plenty of parking, nice landscaping, and a covered drop-off area for use during inclement weather. Our Phase 1A includes our new lobby and commons. It will be open and inviting with plenty of seating for before and after service fellowship time. You may want to grab a cup of coffee from our Heritage Cafe. And also, check out a piece of our history with a featured space from our old bell tower. On the west end of the common space is our guest center and children's check-in. Let's look at what's in store for our little ones. The main open area is for children's worship. What a bright, fun, and colorful space for this young generation to learn about Jesus. There will be breakout rooms for more one-on-one ministry time from ages birth to 5th grade. On the east side of our sanctuary and part of Phase 1A is our adult education classrooms. Our new community room will be designed as a multifunctional fellowship space and for large gatherings, banquets, and special events. And finally, our new sanctuary. What a great space for our growing church family. Modern design, great lighting and sound, and reveals for our special baptistry events will make for the most engaging worship experiences for our future church family. Along with Phase 1A, we hope to include immediate construction of Phase 1B, which would add more adult classrooms and a 3,000 square foot student ministry space. This will be a great place for our students to call home and invite others to join them at FCOG. Phase 2A will be an admin area for staff, and Phase 2B will be a larger 7,400 square foot full youth expansion add-on for our student ministries. Planning has also taken place for our ultimate Phase 3. This would be our picturesque chapel to serve the needs of our church family and to better minister to our community. What an exciting time it is to be part of First Church of God in Pryor as we catch the vision to reach our community in Mayes County and beyond.
Coming from somebody that has grown up in this physical building, I was a hard sell. I didn't want to buy that property. I was against it. I was kind of against a lot of aspects of it, but I see now things are different. We need it. It's not just a desire. It's not just a want, like, oh, we want to have a bigger building. We need a bigger building. We need more room. We need more space, and we need more opportunity.
I think I would encourage people to be a part of it because this facility has served them well. And they need to know that another facility, a larger facility, would just extend that life of the church. Here, I'm afraid the church would end up bursting and people would not come because they didn't feel comfortable. We need to make people feel comfortable and loved. And that's about the only way I think we can do that.
I think I would just encourage people to continue to pray about it, and pray for the leadership of this church, pray for the council that's making the decisions to move forward, well, at least the small decisions. Obviously the big decisions are going to be, with the whole church having input, and pray for guidance for them throughout this process, and just seek God's wisdom on, what it is exactly that we're supposed to be doing.
Isn't it awesome to be able to see where we could be just a couple of years from now, and how this new facility will open doors to minister to generations from now? So here's what we'd ask you to do. First of all, will you pray with us? Pray fervently and specifically for God to lay this vision upon your heart and lead you to a place of generosity. Because in the coming weeks, we're going to ask you to come and bring a pledge or a commitment about what God has laid upon your heart to give. And then over the next few years, we're just going to give together faithfully to see this vision come to pass. So let's go, church. Let's rally together. Let's unite around this vision as we begin seeing 2020.